Hi, David Scholes here from Soldonline. I was going to talk to you in this video about delivering a powerful proposal to property owners to convince them that you are the best agent for them to work with. Now, before I do that, I wanted to discuss my absolute belief in marketing properties without a price. Now, I completely understand the reluctance of agents to propose an auction campaign to owners in areas that auctions are not the norm. Your fear of rejection would convince you not to, and even if an owner agreed to an auction, the fear of failure at the event and damage to your reputation would be good reasons, I think, to never use the word auction. Now, hear me out. I have something that will improve your inquiry levels, reduce the days on market, take the grind out of negotiations, and give you a major point of difference. I'm an auctioneer, so obviously I feel every property should be auctioned. However, there are many regions of Australia where auctions are not an accepted practice. And I often hear agents say, auctions just don't work here. Well, that is until now. As committed as I am to the auction process, I accept that in many locations, if an auction was conducted, nobody might turn up. In lots of regional areas and in some city suburbs during market corrections, agents often only have one or two people negotiating a property at any particular time. Can I ask you to think about what it is that people really want when it comes time to sell their property? This is for any property, residential, commercial or agricultural. Well, there's three things. They want the most amount of money in the shortest possible time with the least amount of stress. The decision to sell is not based entirely on price. There is always an underlying reason for somebody to want to sell. However, when the decision to sell has been made, price becomes very important indeed, as does the time it takes and the pressures involved. In 200 years of real estate evolution in this country, there are still only two ways to sell property: private treaty or auction. Now, neither private treaty nor auction deliver all three of those owners' wishes. Private treaty transactions are relatively stress-free. I suppose that's because not very much happens. In the vast majority of cases, when a property is marketed with a price, it will be a long, drawn-out and protracted process that will never guarantee the owner has received the highest price. The reason? Well, generally, an inflated price is put on the property to allow room for negotiation. Unfortunately, buyers know immediately that it is overpriced, so don't even bother to inquire. The property sits on the market for weeks until the owner agrees to reduce their price, an advertised price correction. But it's still too dear, so it languishes for another long period. When the correct price is finally advertised, buyers are wondering what is wrong with the property, as it has been on the market for such a long period of time. If they are interested, they will then start negotiating the price down further, and in desperation, the owners may take a price less than the property is worth. As there is no transparency at all, buyers are less open. They're more guarded, so it is very hard for agents to create urgency or even activity. Now, a well-conducted auction that has been extensively advertised will generally achieve the best price on the day, and it will happen in a concise time frame. If an agent advertises the seller's motivation and takes the price off the marketing, they are guaranteed a lot more inquiry, and a good agent will convert some of that inquiry into genuine interest. But auctions are very stressful for both owners and buyers. We force buyers to be at a specific place at a specific time, generally on the busiest family day of the week, to bid large amounts of money in a public forum. There is lots of transparency, which buyers like, but no anonymity. Everyone's business, including the owners, is on public display, and the auction is over in a matter of minutes. That's why we have developed a system that takes the very best parts of both private treaty and auction campaigns to create a competitive and transparent process that provides privacy for both sellers and buyers. We don't force people to make crucial decisions in a matter of minutes, and we allow busy families and individuals to transact property deals from the comfort of their own home or office from anywhere in the world. Our platform creates enforceable contracts and complies with government legislation, and it does all this in a defined timeline, which means properties sell quicker and agents get their commission sooner. The best thing, agents remain in control, and we give you a massive point of difference. You will be able to say genuinely to a prospective vendor, I can give you the best chance of getting the best price. in the shortest time with the least amount of stress. Now, as an agent, if you're interested in our process, please get in touch. Next week, I'm going to talk to you a little bit about how to deliver that premier proposal. Thanks for listening and look after yourselves.